All right, good evening. Wednesday night, another edition of the Northwest Race Report. My name is Terry Bridges. Thanks for being with me. Want to give a shout out. This show does not happen without my great sponsors, CartCover.com and Scott's Seal Coat. They do everything from sealing, coating, striping. They do signs. They do asphalt repair. Scott's Seal Coat is the place to go for all your asphalt needs. You can reach them at 253-445-8200 or on the web at scottsealcoat.com. And as well, cartcover.com. Simply the best cart covers to wrap your racing rascal. You can find them at cartcover.com. Hey, we got a great show tonight. My Ford Cook Designs in the seat guest is going to be Danny the King Cahill tonight. And Danny's a great up-and-coming driver, standout sprint racer, as well as he's taken to the dirt quite well. So he'll be joining us at 8 o'clock tonight. Looking forward to talking to the King. And just got a great show for you. You know, coming up in the weeks to come, next week is a big week. The BK7 coming up, BK7 week. And my guest on the show, my guest co-host is going to be promoter and standout race director, Mr. Roger Freeborn, who runs the Salem Speedway. We're going to be breaking down the BK7 for you, and we're going to break it way down. We're going to go, what's it going to take to win? Just all kinds of cool stuff. Might even have some special call-ins, so be sure you tune in. That's next Wednesday night. It's going to be awesome. February 4th, I'm looking forward to this show. It's going to be an hour-long show on the Evergreen Speedway, and my guest co-host is going to be none other than Evergreen Speedway GM and former late model driver, Mr. Chris Cunningham. I'm really looking forward to that show. My main man, Dave Goulet, he'll be checking in with us live from Daytona on February 11th. Got some cool stuff for you there. We'll have all the ARCA stuff, everything from back at Daytona. So my main man in the field, Mr. Dave Goulet, going to be helping me out, and he'll be calling in live on the 11th. The 18th, none other than Mr. Garth Mulkey. We wrapped up our final touches today, get him on the show, and he has been the sponsor for the last 2 years for the Nitro Radish series for the Northwest Gold Cup. He put up some big money last year for the World Formula guys, and he's doing it again this year. It's going to be a half deal, but the other half going to be Mr. Don Humble from CMC. But nonetheless, Garth Mulkey going to be on the show with us. He's going to be talking about, where he sees four-cycle racing, where he sees the Nitro Radish series going, and everything that's coming up for 2015. So that should be an awesome show. You don't want to miss that, four-cycle guys. The 25th just landed a great this is going to be awesome, you guys, and you'll definitely want to tune in. February 25th, I have none other than the wonderful Anna Marie from Marketing at Full Speed, and we're going to do an hour-long show on the attraction factor, how to attract sponsors. You do not want to miss this show. It's going to be mighty awesome, and she's going to have lots of great information on what we can do as racers to better ourselves and become attractive to sponsors. She'll be here to answer all your questions, and it's going to be awesome. Mr. Diotti, thanks for tuning in. I love it. Davin Robert Sturtevant. Hey, if you haven't seen Davin's, he's got a great site, and boy, hit me up, Davin. Give me the details on that. I'd like to give a shout out. It's called The Starting Grid, and it's on WordPress, and you can go there. And it is a great site for you to read on different things about karting. He's got a great new article out that talks about why you should start out in karting. It's an awesome article. Everybody should read it because it gives you good insight that you can pass on to new people as they come in. So Davin Robert Sturtevant doing some great stuff there on his Starting Grid blog, so you'll want to check that out. He's also a four-cycle racer. Matter of fact, he finished top 5. I think he was 4th overall in the Nitro Radish series last year. There it is. You can find it at startinggrid.org/2015. But if you just go to startinggrid.org, you'll be able to find it there. And That's fantastic, Davin. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. You've got some good things going on. And he's also an avid racer, so look for him to be doing some great stuff on that blog. And he's a sharp cookie, too. Don't kid yourself. He understands the game, and he knows quite a bit about it. And he's actually a marketing guru, too. So Davin Robert Sturdivant, he's got some good stuff going on. So be sure you check him out, thestartinggrid.org. Pretty cool. Let's see here. What else we got tonight? We've just got some great stuff. I was roaming around, and I found this cool thing. Those of you cage cart guys, the wizard, Ron Osborne, is doing some good stuff. Big Al's Kids, it's a motorsports foundation, and along with the Cottage Grove Speedway, they're having an outlaw race Tuesday, September 8th, which, okay, wait for it, is the day before the big comeback of the World of Outlaws. They're going to be back to Cottage Grove Speedway after a year of hiatus. So looking forward to seeing that get back here in the Northwest. Ronnie Cox, thanks for being in the house, buddy. The Iron Man checking in. Scott Smith, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you tuning in. But just some really cool stuff going on down at Cottage Grove Speedway. So, like I said, the Big Al's Kids. And get this, Ron Osborne has put up two of his carts. He's got one seat filled by none other than Joey Saldana. I mean, how's that? In a cage cart? I mean, that's flipping awesome. So Joey Saldana is in one, and he'll be running that on Tuesday, September 8th, and that's the night before the big World of Outlaws show at Cottage Grove, and that's back. So that's exciting news for Cottage Grove. Heather Boyce doing a great job down there as the GM at Cottage Grove, and she wanted me to also kind of put out there, too, that the rumors can be squashed, that there was some rumor going on that 2015 that Cottage Grove would not be an IMCA-sanctioned track. Well, that is just not true. Cottage Grove is up and running and will be IMCA-sanctioned for 2015. So the rumors are squashed. So let that be known. Excuse me. So the return of the World of Outlaws, that's big news. That's September 9th. That's going to be on a Wednesday night, and they've taken a year off. That was here for big time. And I think they make the swing up here. I think they end up coming to Elma as well, and then up to the famous Skagit Speedway. So that's going to be pretty cool stuff. Just got word from our Ohio UAS rep that the first UAS race of the year at Route 68 Speedway is going to be April 25th. So those of you that can make that trip, the Ohio Valley UAS is putting on, that'll be at Route 68 April 25th. So you'll be able to get some tune-up on before you go to the Nationals. Hey, Sean Peterson, man, thanks for tuning in, buddy. It's awesome. Good to see you on here. Man, keep spreading the word. That reminds me, too, and I think, did I get those notes? I do know there was a flip-flop in the schedule of the Oregon State Karting Championship Series race. I think there was one in June and one in July that they're going to switch. Sean, if you can hit me up on the chat, let me know those dates. I'll definitely get those out. But I went over it last week, and there's going to be like 3 night races. There's going to be 2 at Pat's Acres and 1 at McMinnville. Now, I'm not kidding you. I've done both of them, and they're awesome. I mean, they're really awesome. And if you haven't run at night, it is something to behold. I mean, it is it's super cool. But if you want to get the fix on that, you can go to portlandkarting.com. They're on the web, and they've got their schedule up and everything, so you can see the updated schedule there for the Oregon State Karting Championship Series. And what is that? Well, it's more than just a club series. It's the Oregon State Karting Championship Series. So it's going to be a step up above your club stuff. And here it is. Thank you, Sean. The switch is from June 7th to June 21st. So make that change on your calendar. Like I said, it'll be on the PKA website. But it's a step above a club thing, and they've done the right thing. They've tried to make it a little more professional, and they're working on it. They've got some new blood in there, some new board of directors, and just a whole new crew for the Portland Karting Association. So if you were sour before and you're thinking, give them a shot, man. These are some good people here. They've got some new good blood in there. They're looking to do some exciting things for 2015. So I say, all of you that are asphalt guys, hey, you need to come in and support the sport and support the Portland Karting Association. They're a great bunch of people, and they work very hard to try to make the racer feel right at home and give them lots of good stuff. So exciting to see Sean Peterson on that board. Great guy, and a super advocate for the sport. So you'll enjoy him very much. Seth, I'm not sure. I went to the meeting this year. And we just kind of left it. Each track it's up to them whether or not they want to hire me for the Gold Cup events. I mean, I certainly would like to think that I'm going to get to do some, but until I hear from the different tracks, I don't want to go out on a limb and say, yeah, I'm doing them. I was blessed enough to get to do them all last year, which was super awesome. I loved it, and so to answer your question, I hope I am, but. Until you get the call, you never know. Let's see here. Hey, how about Rico Abreu? How about this guy? He wins the Chili Bowl, and he turns around, and it looks like he's going to get in and get a ride in the K&N Pro Series. That is pretty cool. Now, they call him a little person, but you know what? You got to look beyond that. We got a race driver here. And he's going to be super good. I was reading today a little bit how they were saying he was, they were worried about putting him in a big car and how he felt about it. And he said, you know what, I'm ready to go. It's I'm safe in the car. I'm just ready to rock and roll. I'm a racer like anybody else, and as it should be. So look for him on the K&N Pro Series. I think that's fantastic. And that guy has got. He raced like over 100 races last year, and I think he won like 26 times. So, the guy can flat wheel it, and he wins the Chili Bowl. So you tell me. If the guy wins the Chili Bowl, yeah, he is. He's a stud. There's just no two ways about it. The guy is a flat stud. So congratulations to Rico. Okay, so get this. I'm reading. NASCAR is now thinking about going to they're going to get rid of, instead of needing 43 officials on pit road, they're going to go to a camera system, and they're going to knock down needing 43. They're going to knock it down to 10, and they're going to film pit road to see if guys are coming in over two or three or more pit spots to get stopped and that type of thing. Hit me up on the chat line. Let me know what you think of that. I'm not sure. My question would be, first of all, where do the other 33 go that are now done or out of a job if this thing comes into effect? I would like to hope that they still have one, but, I don't know. So let me know your thoughts on what you think NASCAR should do as far as, should they go to the camera system? They said it's going to keep everybody on even terms and everybody equal. I don't know how you cheat on pit road. That's my question. 43 officials or not, how do you cheat on pit road? Holy cow. Hey, my man Ford Cook on today, and he is he's going to be sponsoring our In the Seat. So Ford Cook Designs, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. And that's coming up shortly at 8 o'clock. Ford Cook Designs In the Seat, and we got Danny Cahill, for those of you just joining in, the king. He's the AKRA Super Sport